Good morning. It is Tuesday. I did not really film yesterday. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not, because it was a really good day for me. I got to relax and I didn't have any cell service, and so I didn't get 1,000 messages and stuff on my phone. And anyway, so I did take a bunch of photos and stuff like that, so that's probably the video you'll see before this one. Obviously I can't put any videos up, I don't have good enough cell service, but anyway, I don't want to go into all that. I just wanted to get on here because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just wanted you guys just to hear how peaceful it is here. So I'm just going to shut up for a little bit so that you can hear. So yeah, so I made a cup of coffee. I'm sitting out here on the porch and I'm editing the first of the videos, or the series I'm calling it, I guess. And yeah, so I have lots of stuff planned today, and I do plan to vlog a good bit of it, so I'll see you guys later. Hi. So I just got back, I took a shower. The shower houses and bathrooms here are actually extremely clean, which I'm very happy about. I actually watch them numerous times throughout the day. They come and they disinfect and spray, so it's like awesome. Eating breakfast. It's Cinnabon cream of wheat. This. And apples and almond butter. Cause the plan is to walk, yeah, it's not upside down, to walk some of these trails that are on this map. I am here. This is where I am. There's a nature center and everything on this side, so I'll have to walk down or walk up to the road and then across and then down and around and all these trails. There's about, I want to say there's about 5 or 6 miles of trails in the park. Now I've walked some of the shorter ones. Well, there's only really like one shorter one here, and then I've walked up to the campground to the pond, which is Trap Pond, which is the name of the park. So, but I really want to go over to the Bald Cypress Nature Center today, and I just really want to walk and hike some of those trails today. Makes no sense for me to come to this campground and not hike some freaking trails. So I'm kind of mapping out my plan. I just knocked over a water bottle, empty one. So I'm just gonna pack a bag with some, I have protein bars, and I have some clementines and apples here and some water, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hike and hopefully I get some really cool footage. Mind you, the last time we were here, I say we, because the last time I was here was with Greg, we really didn't see much. And I'm here more for a relaxation and reboot than I'm here to see nature. Like, nature is an added bonus versus the reason we came. Does that make sense? You know, before That was the reason we came, was to walk trails and see nature and see what we could find and do all that. Well, I think the most we saw were some mushrooms. And I actually think I have a picture of a mushroom, because there really isn't. It's trees and flat. It's Delaware, guys. Like, we used to hike trails up in Pennsylvania where there's hills and, you know, steep inclines and rocky sides and creeks and rivers. And those were the kind of trails we really enjoyed to hike, but I don't think I could handle those anymore, at least not right now. I'd have to really get myself back into shape to be able to handle those kind of trails. So I'm in Delaware, everything's flat, so there's not really a whole lot of difference in scenery from one trail to the next here. But that's okay. Like I said, it's not why I'm here. You know, I spent yesterday really doing nothing. I slept like a lot. I needed to just rest and sleep. I haven't been sleeping good. I wanted to see, I scratched myself this morning with my nail. I read my book, which I'm already halfway through. I've crocheted some. I mean, I did go for a couple of short walks. I sat out on the porch, but I really didn't do much of anything yesterday. So today, I'm gonna hike these trails, and then I do need to make a stop at the camp store to get some charcoal, because I have some chicken sausages in there that I want to make for dinner. Plus I brought marshmallows, guys. Like, who doesn't want marshmallows? Now I could buy firewood and do a fire, but I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to get some charcoal and get my little grill out. I forgot the propane, but I can use it as a charcoal grill. I haven't decided on that yet. So, we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna finish my breakfast, get some things packed up. So, I'm at a fork in the road. I can't decide what I want to do because, well, I just came in on this trail and then it either goes that way or it goes that way. That way leads to a road. If I go left, it takes me and circles me back around the campground. But if I go right, that takes me up and around towards the nature center, which is what I think I want to do, because then I think I'm just going to circle the whole way around and eventually end up back here. Maybe, if I feel like doing all that. We'll see how I feel. I really just stopped to vlog because there was a lady with a dog and I just wanted to give them some distance because I'm all for just being alone on this trail. So, because the church is that way, Bob Trail, and I just left Cypress Point Trail. So yeah. Hold on a second, sorry. I know my hand's in the way. But just giving them some distance. Alright, let's keep walking. So, sorry. Ops went good. Mostly. So, first I saw these pink leaves on the tree and screamed out at me because, I mean, look around. There's not much color besides green and yellows, and it just is. But it looked like basically an upside down butterfly, and I just continued walking. And mind you, the only reason I'm vlogging this right now is because I want record of it. And you know, I believe in higher powers, and I believe higher powers speak to you, and sometimes it's in forms of signs and symbols, and sometimes it's in forms of voices in your head. And I was having a moment where for lack of better terms, I was putting myself down. Because of the way I look. Don't come for me, okay? I'm human. And very clearly in my head, I heard a voice say to me, God made you the way you are on the outside and didn't spend as much time so that he could make you more beautiful on the inside. People. And that, my friends, I still got goosebumps from it. It's not the first time I've had voices in my head. It happens. But I kind of want to branch off here, let these people pass. I'll be right back. So, sorry, it's not that I'm against walking with other people on the trail. I just, when you're having moments like those, the last thing you want to do is share them with other people on the trail. You know, one of the reasons I came out here was to reflect on myself and life. And I know it's a pretty simple thing, and I know that a ton of people out there would agree and be like, well, yeah, but when you have thoughts like that, and to have somebody clearly interrupt you, you know that that's something bigger and better talking to you. So that's my revelation for the day. Whether I decide to add this clip or not, I don't know. It takes a lot of courage to talk about stuff like that, especially when I don't know. It just does. And it is what it is. But I'm gonna put myself together and I'm gonna continue on with this hike. I'm on a road. There's a dam right behind me. I came off the trail back there and I connect to the trail up here. Now, up here, I can either go left or I can go right. I think, if I remember correctly, when we walked this before, we were on the left trail, which just basically just takes you up through the woods. If you go right, it takes you along the pond, I think. I guess it helps if I pull out the map. I don't see a trail that goes to the left. Okay, let's go up here because I want to be on Bob Trail. I mean, either way, it's Bob Trail. Okay, horse trail, stay left, bike trail on right. Next time I come, bring up bike for sure. All right. Hold on a second. Okay. So back there, it said you can go left or right. Now, even the map says you can go left or right, but I don't see a fork where you go left or right. It's just straight. There's trees left and right. I want to go right because I want to follow the pond. I mean, either way, like it's the same distance, basically. One's 1.4 miles, the other's 1.9. So, only about a half a mile distance, if that. Difference, if that. I don't know. But I'm about, I don't know, what time is it? Like an hour in, I guess. I don't know, something like that. All right, we'll see what I come up on. I just want to come out and say I'm an idiot. I pulled the map out again. When the trail split to go left or right, the left was on the other side of the road. This was the right. It always was the right. And when it said horses on the left, bikes on the right, they meant on the trail. Etiquette. Just saying.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh.
So, to put it kind of into perspective, that over there is the campground. And cabins are off to the right of that, like back in the woods. So I walked the whole way around Trout Pond. So basically now, I'm just gonna find the road, walk over, go back into the campground. Stop at the store, get some charcoal. Hold on. Hey there. Oh, you look like you got hurt. Oops, sorry. I left at 9:30 and it's a little after 1 and I just got back. So I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to make something for lunch and then I'm going to sit out on my chair and either crochet or read my book. Probably read my book because I'm a little addicted right now. And that's pretty much going to be the rest of my afternoon if I don't lay down to take a nap, because that was a hike. I don't know what my fitness file has me clocked in at, but that was a hike and it was great. I loved every second of it, but my feet are a little sore. I'm a little achy and I'm tired now. So I'm resting the rest of the day.